Even, you know, like I said, being at this big age of 35 and just leaving home was kind of like, it's a little late, right? It's a little late. No, it is not. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I am Darla, and you are tuned into The 30 Journey. Here, I share my life lessons, experiences, and journey through my 30s with you. And if any of that sounds interesting, you should definitely subscribe, join the TTJRNY tribe, and also make sure you click that notification bell and follow me on Instagram. All right, y'all, let's start. So, you guys know the cat's out of the bag, and if you don't know, two big leaps of faith that I've made recently have been moving to Dallas, Texas, and also quitting my corporate job as an accountant, working at a healthcare organization for 6 years. And the biggest part of that, of course, is the fact that I have no backup plan. Nothing that's bringing in substantial amount of income or anything that really replaces what I was making, but still being blessed to have this platform, still being blessed to make money from this platform. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for watching ads. This is definitely a big transition in my life, a big leap of faith in my life. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what it was like moving from home. And my hometown is New Orleans, Louisiana. And I'm very excited to share with you guys a few things that took place before I left. Talk about the move from home and why I decided to make a move. So I'm going to talk about in another video why I chose Dallas, Texas, and give you guys the backstory on what happened with that. But what really made me want to leave home was the fact that I had never done this. I thought about it, and after investing into my home and renovating it, doing all of those things to it, which of course took a lot of money. Doing all of that really made me like, okay, well, I can't move now. But believe it or not, still in the back of my mind, I knew that my childhood home that I had renovated and all of that stuff was not my forever home. So I knew at some point in time, which I believed it would be when I got married, but I knew that I was going to leave home at some point. Even, you know, like I said, being at this big age of 35 and just leaving home was kind of like, it's a little late, right? It's a little late. No, it is not. And that's kind of how I was looking at it. And if you start looking at it that way, like it's too late for me to leave now, it's too late for me to make this big leap now. And I talked a little bit about this in my video where I shared like some of the things that I was met with at 35. But I really love the fact that I ended up praying on it, and then it was almost kind of like God coming to me and saying, well, why can't you? Then I started putting pen to paper, y'all. Like I started planning the budget. I started realizing that, oh my gosh, I can make this move. Like I never thought I would make a big move like this while still being in debt or in some kind of debt. Like I never thought that that would be the case for me, because that's not something I personally wanted. But I'm really starting to see a part of why God may. I don't want to act as if I have it all figured out and what God is really orchestrating and doing, because I still don't know. But I do see myself learning a big lesson within all of this. And not to get too off topic, but when it comes down to debt and freedom, y'all, there's a big correlation there. And there was something that was making me feel like I could not do this while still being in debt. And this is not something I'm recommending to anybody, but at the end of the day, that was a big hindrance for me. And then, like I said, God made me put pen to paper to really start planning out how I could do it. At the end of the day, like I cannot put limits on God as far as what he can do in my life. Like granted, what I'm thinking I'm missing out on probably isn't what I'm really missing out on. So yeah, that took a left as far as what I was supposed to be explaining. Sorry, but at the end of the day, I felt like I had to share that because that is a big part of the journey. So the next thing that I will say is, as much as I love my hometown, y'all, I just felt like I was outgrowing it. I felt like my environment that I was in and that I had known for so long was like really starting to be like, this ain't it. This is not it. And as much as I love home, and I honestly feel like this move is temporary, like I'm gonna just be real with y'all. from the very beginning, I never felt like I was gonna set up roots here to be here for the rest of my life or anything like that. I know there are people that are like, you know, moving is not a big deal. I moved all my life. I moved this and that. I have been very stationary, and I've had the blessing, I would say, to, like I said, grow up in my childhood home and now allow it to be mine as well. Like, being able to have that blessing and to continue to build upon that blessing that I was given, like, it allows me to really know what it means to set up roots and to even really add value to things that have added value to me. Like, that really was a blessing to be able to renovate, you know, and do all of those things in my home. But again, it started to become, or started to feel like, a jail. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because it was all I knew for so long. It was literally like the place that I call home, the place that raised me, like the place that even my mother, who is deceased, if you guys don't know, if you're new, you know, shared moments and times with me in. Like, it really holds a place in my heart. But it was definitely time for me to go, and I really felt so much peace. I really did. As much as I'm so grateful for the people that are there and the people that loved on me, raised me, it still feels good to be able, like I said, to take this leap of faith and trust God in this, and know that those people are just a call away, just a FaceTime away. Another thing that I want to say is, oh my gosh, packing. And I wasn't even packing all of my stuff, y'all. Like, this is the sad part. But I want to throw out that I did a video about this time last year, and it was titled Making Room for New. And I knew, I'm getting goosebumps right now. And I knew when I was making this video that God was preparing me for something. And usually when I'm in preparation, it's not something that happens overnight. So I knew it was going to be something that happened over time. And that's how just God works in my life. Like, it always happens over time. Like, if he's saying soon, usually it's not right then and there. But what ended up happening was, when I was doing that, it was some type of manifestation for me. So I remember writing down this list. And I'll actually point it out to you guys in a few videos. You can't see it, but I had this on the cork board behind me in a few videos that I recorded. What this was, y'all, I wrote out things that I needed to clean in my house, and I literally cleaned my house from top to bottom. I was cleaning out old junk drawers. I was cleaning out closets. I was donating a lot of stuff, which I do every year. I was cleaning out so much stuff, like everything. I was cleaning out. When I say everything, everything. That entire list, I think there was one cabinet I didn't clean out. I think it was a medicine cabinet or something, but I cleaned out spice cabinets, y'all. I cleaned out pots and pans. When I tell you I cleaned everything, I threw away so much stuff. It was crazy. But this cleaning manifestation really felt like, for me, I was preparing for something. Like, I just knew it. And it made transitioning into this move a little bit easier, because I know if I would have had to clean everything that I cleaned out last year, this year within moving or before moving, oh, that would have took a week by itself right there. It was funny because I realized God had given me so much time to get things in order. And what I really allowed myself to realize within that time was that I knew that something was going to change. I knew that something was going to break in the atmosphere for me to be able to move and do something great. So within this move and making my move here, I definitely just packed up my car. I didn't bring a U-Haul, mainly because, you know, I'm not in my own place right now. I'm staying with family. And what I really wanted to make sure that I did was not overpack, even though I still think I overpacked. But I believe somewhere that I was supposed to leave a lot of that stuff behind. And maybe this is why this is happening the way that it is, because there are a lot of Lowe's and Home Depot boxes still at home that are waiting to make it here once I actually really get settled. But I don't even know if that stuff is going to even really come, because I just believe that God will provide in a big way. And I'm excited about that. I really, really am, because that's definitely something I pray for as well. That's a little bit more of my journey leaving home. And you know, I do miss home sometimes. I really, really do. I miss having my own space, even though, you know, my grandfather is a big part of my life. I miss having my own space. I really, really do. But at the same time, again, very grateful, very thankful for where I am. I have no pride about sleeping on anybody's couch, and because God is so good, I have a room everywhere I decide to go, which is crazy and a blessing. Like, I know I will look back at this video and at this moment and understand why, you know, I had to become Lynn of Girlfriends real quick on this journey. I mean, you know, this is similar, but I'm not a bum, because at the end of the day, I have a home. I have somewhere to go if I need to. Like, but at the same time, like, this is different. This is very different. And this is new. This is definitely new. And to even be at this big age of 35 and to be doing this feels a little crazy, but it feels good. Like, it really does. Like, nothing about this makes me feel ashamed. There are people that probably feel like, I can't believe, you know, you're 35 trying to figure this out. Again, no pride in this. Thanking God for blessing me right now and what he's doing and all of these amazing things that are unfolding. And just to let you guys know, I had a revelation recently regarding this journey and what God, you know, is instructing me to do next, or, you know, plan to do. And man, it just, like, it made me feel so good. It was really good to have that, because again, just being on this journey and not knowing, you know, where exactly you're going, even though you know the bigger picture, like I shared with you guys in previous videos, like the bigger picture, man, it feels good. But when I tell y'all, this journey though, like, it's something. It's something. And I'm trusting God along the way. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you are subscribed to The 30 Journey. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and you are following me on Instagram. All right, y'all. See you in the next one. Sorry, no, that's not my outro. Sorry. As always, remember to keep God first and to commit to the journey. Peace.